Good morning students. In this video we will discuss another organ of angiospermic gland, that is inflorescence. So inflorescence regarded as reproductive organ. In the last videos we will completed the tree vegetative organs. Today we will discuss about inflorescence. It is another floral organ or first floral organ. What is inflorescence? It is the arrangement and distribution of flowers on floral axis. For example, if you believe this is a floral axis and this floral axis has many flowers. If you think these are the various flowers, then all flowers arranged on common floral axis. And the arrangement and distribution of flowers on the common axis, then this is called inflorescence. And usually flowers develops either auxiliary bud or terminal bud. Already I told you, auxiliary bud and terminal bud both are called floral buds. Later they give rise to flower. So usually flowers they develop either auxiliary bud or terminal bud. If these flowers they occur singly, then these flowers are called solitary. If flowers occur in clusters, then it is called inflorescence. If flowers occur singly, then they are called solitary. If they occur in groups or they are in clusters, then this arrangement and distribution of flowers is known as inflorescence. Then inflorescence, generally inflorescence has a common axis. This is common floral axis, and this common axis, the common axis of inflorescence is called peduncle. The stalk or the axis of leaf is called petiole. The axis of compound leaf is called rachis. Like the axis of inflorescence is called peduncle. If sometimes the peduncle is modified into flattened structure like this. If peduncle modified into flattened structure, then this flattened peduncle, the flattened peduncle is called receptacle. If it is elongated, then we said peduncle. If it is modified into flattened structure, then the peduncle is known as receptacle. And inflorescence usually it is mainly further classified into three types. Inflorescence is of three types. Racemose inflorescence, cymose inflorescence, and special inflorescence. In this video, we will discuss about racemose inflorescence. Inflorescence is of three types: racemose, cymose, and special. So, firstly, it starts with racemose inflorescence. Racemose inflorescence is also called indeterminate or indefinite inflorescence. It is also called indeterminate or indefinite inflorescence because in racemose inflorescence the growth of peduncle is continuous. In this type, the peduncle, what is peduncle? The axis of inflorescence. Then axis of inflorescence, it is continuously grow. That's why it is called indeterminate or indefinite inflorescence. And racemose inflorescence, one of the unique nature of racemose inflorescence, that is this type of inflorescence possesses very large number of flowers. It possesses very large number of flowers when compared to remaining two inflorescence, cymose or special. Racemose inflorescence contain large number of, peduncle contain large number of flowers. And all these flowers in racemose inflorescence, all these flowers arranged either acropetal manner or centripetal manner. In acropetal manner, we should understand that in acropetal manner the peduncle is always elongated. This is mandatory. If peduncle is elongated, then arrangement of flowers is called acropetal. So in such peduncle, younger flowers, newly formed flowers, usually at apex, and older flowers at base. If the arrangement of flowers, if younger flowers at apex and older flowers at base, then this arrangement of flowers in racemose inflorescence is known as acropetal manner. In acropetal manner, the peduncle is always elongated. If the peduncle is elongated, then the arrangement is always acropetal. In acropetal manner, always younger flowers towards apex and older flowers towards base. And second arrangement is called centripetal arrangement. In centripetal arrangement, the peduncle is always flattened. It means the peduncle is called receptacle. The peduncle is receptacle. So on that receptacle, if younger flowers towards center and older flowers towards base, older flowers towards periphery, then this arrangement is known as centripetal manner. Racemose inflorescence is also called indeterminate or indefinite because the growth of peduncle is continuous and it has very large number of flowers, and these flowers are arranged either acropetal or centripetal manner. And this racemose inflorescence, usually there are two types. That is further classified into simple and compound. In simple and compound types, in simple racemose, the peduncle is always unbranched. If peduncle is unbranched, whether it is elongated or receptacle, if it is unbranched, then the type of inflorescence, this type of racemose inflorescence is known as simple. In compound types, the peduncle produce branches. If peduncle produce large number of branches, then this racemose type is called compound. In acropetal manner, peduncle is always elongated. In centripetal manner, peduncle modified into receptacle. In simple types, peduncle is unbranched. In compound type, peduncle is branched. Now we will discuss some important types of racemose inflorescences. Racemose inflorescence further classified into various types. Some of the important types of racemose inflorescence. First one is simple raceme. In inflorescence, the real drawing of real diagram is not possible. That's why we used to draw just line diagrams. In simple racemose, this is the simple raceme. This is the axis of inflorescence. The axis of inflorescence is called peduncle, and this peduncle has many flowers. This is flower. This is the axis of flower, and this is the flower. And it has large number of flowers. Has large number of flowers. Example, radish. Simple raceme. Already I told you, in the simple raceme the peduncle is unbranched. So here the peduncle is unbranched. Then the unbranched peduncle has many flowers. All the flowers have pedicels. Pedicel. What is pedicel? The axis of flower. The axis of flower is known as pedicel. If flower has pedicel, then flowers are called pedicellate. If flowers do not contain pedicels, then flowers are known as sessile. If flower has pedicel, flowers are called pedicellate. If absent, the flowers are called sessile. So in the simple raceme, it is simple type because the peduncle is unbranched, and unbranched peduncle has many pedicellate flowers. And base of the flower also contain a small leaf-like structure, and this small leaf-like structure is called bracts. If flower has bract, then flowers are called bracteate. If bracts absent, then flowers are called ebracteate. Ebracteate. And in this type, the peduncle is unbranched. The peduncle is elongated. If the peduncle is elongated, then what is the arrangement of flowers? Automatically, it is the acropetal arrangement. So how we define the simple raceme? Elongated unbranched peduncle. Elongated unbranched peduncle has many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. The arrangement of flowers in case of simple raceme. The arrangement of flowers in case of simple raceme, that is known as acropetal. In simple raceme, it is very easy. How? Unbranched peduncle, elongated. If it is elongated, then arrangement of flowers automatically, we should know that is acropetal. If it is unbranched, then it is simpleton. If flowers has pedicel, pedicellate, if bracts present, bracteate. So elongated unbranched peduncle has many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. This type of inflorescence is known as simple raceme. Simple raceme type of inflorescence usually found in radish. The second one is compound raceme. The second one is compound raceme. In compound types, already I told you, in compound type, the peduncle is branched. For example, this is the main peduncle. The main peduncle produce branches, and these branches has many pedicellate and bracteate flowers. Many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. And each branch of compound raceme is similar to simple raceme. If you observe only this branch, then it is exactly similar to simple raceme. So that's why it is each branch, or it is also called each branch of compound raceme is called simple raceme. And this type of inflorescence usually present in gold moor. This is the example. So compound types are very easy, because in compound types the peduncle produce many branches. In simple raceme it is unbranched, in compound raceme it is branched. Next important type of racemose inflorescence, that is simple coring. Simple coring. Simple means unbranched. So this is unbranched elongated peduncle. This unbranched elongated peduncle has many bracteate and pedicellate flowers. So each flower has pedicel and bracteate. And all these flowers, if it is elongated peduncle, then the arrangement of flowers is usually acropetal. So this is unbranched peduncle. The unbranched elongated peduncle has many bracteate, many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. But what is the difference between simple raceme and simple coring? In simple coring, the lower flowers have longer pedicels. The lower flowers have longer pedicels and upper flowers have shorter pedicels. That's why all flowers brought more or less in same height. This is the only reason. All flowers, if you see, all the flowers arranged in more or less in same height. So that's why lower flowers have longer pedicels and upper flowers have shorter pedicels. Otherwise, the simple corim and simple raceme is almost similar. So in which condition they are similar? Unbranched elongated peduncle has many pedicellate bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. And this type of inflorescence usually found in candy tuft. Candy tuft. And next one is compound corim. Compound corim. So compound corim, very simple. The peduncle produce branches. This is the main peduncle, and this peduncle produce branches. And each branch has pedicellate and bracteate flowers. Each branch has pedicellate and bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. And each branch of compound corim is similar to simple corim. Example, coriander. Colocasia. Not colocasia. This type of compound corim usually it is present in coriander. In simple corim, peduncle is unbranched. In compound corim, peduncle produce many branches. Each branch similar to simple corim. Next important types. Next important type, simple umbel. Simple umbel. In this inflorescence, the peduncle is reduced, and reduced peduncle has many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in umbrella fashion, and group of bracts present at tip of the peduncle. And these group of bracts present at tip of the peduncle, they are called involucre. This type of inflorescence usually present in onion. In onion, the peduncle is unbranched. The peduncle is unbranched, that's why it is known as simple. But it is reduced. Here, the peduncle growth of peduncle is terminated. Reduced peduncle has many pedicel. So these are the different types of flowers, and each flower has pedicel. So pedicellate, and bracts also present, bracteate flowers. But group of bracts, oral of bracts present at tip of the peduncle, that is known as involucre. And all these flowers arranged in simple umbel, the unbranched peduncle. The unbranched peduncle has many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in centripetal manner. In centripetal manner, because here in this type the peduncle reduced. If peduncle reduced, the arrangement of flowers is known as centripetal. If peduncle is elongated and continuous, then the arrangement of flowers is acropetal. But in simple umbel, the arrangement of flowers is known as centripetal. If you observe spring onion, so there is a stem-like leafless structure. Stem-like leafless structure, and this is called scape. If you observe a spring onion, there is a green color tube-like structure, and this tube-like structure is called scape. So due to presence of scape, and umbel inflorescence is also called scapigerous umbel. It is also called scapigerous umbel. This is simple umbel. Unbranched peduncle has many pedicellate bracteate flowers in centripetal manner, and group of bracts present at tip of the peduncle is called involucre. And next one is compound umbel. The compound umbel, each branch of compound umbel is similar to simple umbel. For example, this is peduncle. Peduncle produce many branches, and each branch has many pedicellate and bracteate flowers. Each branch has many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in umbrella fashion, and this is called compound umbel. In compound umbel, each branch of compound umbel is similar to simple umbel. And in this inflorescence, group of bracts also present at tip of the branches, and these group of bracts are called involucre. Involucre means group of bracts present at tip of the main peduncle. Involucre means group of bracts present at tip of the branches. Tip of the branches are called involucre. And this kind of inflorescence present in fennel, coriander, carrot, and this. These are the examples. In compound umbel, simple. In compound umbel, each branch of compound umbel is similar to simple umbel. Next one is simple spadix. Simple spadix. In simple spadix, the peduncle store the food material and become flesh. This is the fleshy peduncle. A fleshy peduncle has many flowers, male flowers, female flowers, and some sterile flowers. So sterile flowers present in between male and female flowers. So these are the male flowers, these are female flowers, and they are sterile flowers. And all these flowers, it is covered by one of the bract, and this is called spathe. And the apex of the spadix is the apex of the peduncle is flowerless, and this sterile peduncle, is called appendix. And in this inflorescence, the peduncle is fleshy. Fleshy peduncle has three types of flowers. Female flowers at middle, male flowers at base. In between these two, some of the sterile flowers are present. And one of the bract, what is bract? A small leaf-like structure present at base of the flower is called bract. But one of the bract is modified into long leathery covering, and this long leathery covering is called spathe. What is spathe? Simply it is a modified bract. This is called simple spadix. Next, compound spadix. In compound spadix, the peduncle produce branches. This is the peduncle produce many branches, and these branches has many unisexual sterile flowers, and flowers later they are modified into flowers, and this is the modified bract, and modified bract is called spathe. And this type of inflorescence usually present in coconut and banana. In coconut all the branches is modified into a large woody boat-like structure. A large woody brown boat-like structure, and this large brown boat-like structure is called spathe, and all the branches are covered by single spathe. Whereas in case of banana, each branch is covered by, if you observe the banana flower, maroon color flower, and each part, if you separate each and every part, and the base of the each part has many white color flowers, and all the flowers are covered by a single maroon color spathe. And if you separate another, there are also group of flowers. That means in banana, each branch has its own spathe. But what is spathe? It is a modified bract. In compound spike, the bract is modified into large woody boat-like structure. Whereas in simple spadix, it is modified into large, thin, leathery-like structure. That is called spathe. What is spathe? It is very important. What is spathe? It is a modified bract. Next important types are, next type is simple spike. Simple spike. In simple spike, the peduncle is elongated and unbranched, and this unbranched peduncle has sessile flowers, bract present but pedicel absent. Here pedicel absent. If pedicel absent, then flowers are called sessile flowers. In simple spike, elongated unbranched peduncle has many bracteate sessile flowers in acropetal manner. This type of inflorescence usually present in amaranthus. Next important type is compound spike. In compound spike, it is also called spike of spikelet. So this is unbranched peduncle. It produces many branches, and branches has pedicellate and sessile flowers, but upper bracts have pedicel. Upper bracts have flowers, and the bracts which contain flowers, they are called fertile bracts, and they are called sterile bracts. And each branch of compound spike is called spikelet, and this kind of inflorescence is the characteristic feature of Poaceae family. Example, wheat, rice, maize, etc. So it is the compound spike. And some important types are some more important types of racemose inflorescence are catkin. In catkin, the peduncle is inverted, and this inverted peduncle has many bracteate, sessile and unisexual flowers, and all these flowers arranged in acropetal manner. This inflorescence has unisexual sessile flowers in acropetal manner. This type of inflorescence usually present in mulberry. Next, last important racemose inflorescence, that is simple head inflorescence. Simple head inflorescence is also called capitulum, and this inflorescence is the highly advanced highly advanced inflorescence among the racemostas, because in this inflorescence flowers are modified into florets. In this inflorescence, this is the peduncle, so the peduncle is receptacle, and in this receptacle there are some flowers, and these flowers are modified into florets. And these florets are usually two types. Some florets are called ray florets, and some florets are called disc florets. And group of bracts present at base of the peduncle, that is called involucre. This is the highly advanced inflorescence. Flowers are modified into florets, ray florets and disc florets. And ray florets, they are periphery, and disc florets towards the center. And group of bracts present at base of the peduncle is called involucre. And simple inflorescence usually present in sunflower. So sunflower is not a flower. Sunflower is a inflorescence. Flower means single reproductive organ, but inflorescence means group of flowers. So this is sunflower. Sunflower means group of flowers, not a single flower. So sunflower is an inflorescence. So this is the highly advanced inflorescence. These are the some important types of racemose inflorescence.